Hey, so if you need to check timing on an LS400 after putting on the new timing belt, there's three places you're going to check. Over here on the left cam, and that's from the driver's perspective, so you have these arrows, these installation marks on the belt pointing out. That arrow should be lining up with that mark on the cam gear, and then there's an indentation on the cam gear that should be lining up with the mark on the metal back timing cover. So kind of look like that. On the right side, again with the arrow pointing out, that should be lining up with that mark, then the indentation in the back lining up with the mark on the back timing cover, and then down to the crank. This will be a little harder to show, but you should have your U on the sprocket at 12 o'clock, and then if I go down here, you'll see where the marks on the belt should go, and I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You got the CR mark at the bottom there, and then there's two other marks that line up around that hole for the extractor bolts. So that is what you need to check. One other thing I wanted to add is, once you have the belt on and the pin pulled from the tensioner and the timing correct, you need to turn it 2 full revolutions and make sure you're still aligned. And I've turned this engine twice. You can see the U still at 12 o'clock. Over here, the notch on the cam, and over here, notch on the cam aligned with the back timing cover. But just note that it is normal that these installation guides are now off. They go off as soon as you start to turn it, and I think mathematically they line up again every so many rotations. But notice how the marks that were down on the crank are over here. That's fine. Once you start turning it, you're going to go by the notches in the cam gears and the marks on the timing cover, and then making sure your crank sprocket down here is still at 12 o'clock with the U.